tournament stages, when they pick out the Harith, that means they're probably going to have, they already picked out basically all their silence, right? You know, the glue on the one side, the Zipix with Harith on the other side, and usually when you have the kind of fighter going to the silence, we've seen a hyper carry coming from Falcon. You know, the hyper carry is usually Granger. You know, yes, if you can pick Assassin, hyper carry, the Ling, the Hayabusa, but those are just too little room to wiggle for mistakes, you know. But Granger, on the other hand, you can take Granger and you can stay in the back and do a lot of damage. And the Falcon, by the way, Naomi get a lot of vision usually when he played the support. Like I said, he likes to play aggressive. You saw how mechanically godly this guy is on all kinds of different characters. So Granger this game make a lot of sense, and that's why I said it. But is it this early prioritized? I don't know.
I think the biggest problem I felt from the side of Falcon is that, yes, they pick up the Granger. I think that's nice and dandy. But what I would like to see is the real world manipulation. You know, the edge of that box is used to stun so that can land down the ultimate as well. Because if you notice from the side of Falcon right now, they don't really have this Omega big AoE lockdown. Whereas for the side of, you know, a Incendio, right? They do have definitely the Benedetta will be bringing in the Petrify. There's also this massive slow field coming out from the Estus. There's also that slow coming out from that carry. Something also very interesting is that Falcon banned away the Hayabusa. I think it's more of a knee-jerk reaction. Farsa is super wide open for the side of Incendio to pick up right now.
It's also open for Falcon to pick up, right? It can be a choice for them. They can go for something. Okay, they go for something a bit safer with Lilia, but this just gives Incendio the chance to pick up. Another
Rosa
hero for Rosa.
That's 31.
This man's on a mission, man. 31. Incendio need a jungler unless the Benedetta was a flex towards the jungle. Oh, there you go. You can already see it. They're going to go for it again. They want to go for the dive. Up against the Granger, though. I actually really like the Granger matchup up against Leomord. Good kite, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And on top of that, Falcon, you know, I'm thinking at this point, if they want to go for this front to back composition, a roamer that can suit well, they're going to lack a lot of initiation with Valir.
How about Chow? You know,
Chow?
Yeah, Chow is really good, right? Remember, Franco is still available on the table, and with the Leomord, they can easily lock him down for Granger to do free damage. Kufra will be really good as well. Will completely counterweight TNZ on the Leo, all right, to make sure he doesn't dash away. And the Benedetta, obviously, and Naomi play a nasty, nasty Kufra. Speaking of that, he's gonna go with Lolita.
I don't really like this Lolita pick.
Same.
I feel like the Kufra is a lot better. The bouncing ball is a lot easier to execute. But I also understand what Falcon needs, something to point and click stun, especially on the Leoma that's jumping all the way in. But I feel like this is arguably the best in slot for Falcon. But I think the Kufra is a lot better. The bouncing ball should be something that's a lot easier to handle. I don't know what to feel about this as we're going to go into potentially the final game of the day from the side of Falcon.
I love the Lilia pick now, right? Because again, they have a very weak weak jungler here. They're gonna have to get a lot of mid control, and with the Lilia pick, that's exactly what they get. Mid control gonna be in favor of the Burmese here, and we'll see based on the drafts, because the Granger is gonna be the key factor if they win or even if they lose.
And ladies and gentlemen, this game stake cannot be any higher. In the crowd, let me hear your support for your team.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go into the final game, potentially, for the side of Falcon. Incendio has been reigning supreme for the past 2 games in a row. Looking to replicate that once again in game number 4.
Okay, let's take a look at it again, right? Ken, does he go for a killing spree? I do believe he, yeah. Okay, it's a killing spree emblem for Ken. Again, just very standard emblems here for both of the teams, you can already see. But Yellow Flash is still opting to go for the sprint on that glue. No flicker, not even the vengeance that, you know, we usually see. So Justin also is opting to go for that sprint.
Oh, the Wombo combo. Here we go,
again.
Power might be in trouble, and sure enough, the first blood going to Falcon. This is the 4th game in a row.
Okay, some struggle signs, fight life signs happening for the side of Falcon. That is a good kill given over to Ken, and that's the power of the Granger in the early game. But when you go towards the later part of the game, the Rosa will definitely have enough items to burst down any single target from the side of Falcon, and it's so much easier for TNZ to follow up with the Phantom Steed.
That's going to be really tough, I agree, right? Who can actually get to the Granger? It's just the Kagura that I can really
Yeah.
think of, and the Benedetta technically with the final blow, right?
Oh, here we go. The stun comes in into the skill one, and this is the Ken.
Oh,
that's
Find the
Nana.
Death Sonata and finding another kill into the jungler of Incendio. Falcon fights back in game 4.
Threading the needle. Good positioning by Ken to find that Death Sonata just in between of the
Yes.
members there. And you can see already they're trying to put Ken into a position where he can get the most gold here. Already taking a few hits on to the turret gold and even picking up that gold buff. So the snowball is already ready for Falcon right now. 1,000 gold lead and 2 kills onto Granger.
That's a very early game gold lead, right? And not only just that, it is also Yellow Flash doing a tremendous job in making sure that someone stays still for Ken to land that ultimate. So remember what I said, I need Falcon to have a hard CC. Well, technically speaking, Yellow Flash, that is also kind of like a hard CC.
I like what you said regarding Glue is making sure they're staying still. That's exactly what Glue does, right? It fits the name, fits the character, and that's the playstyle for Falcon. I mean, they play Granger like no other team, right? Because right now, this meta is heavily assassin focused, sometimes the tank jungle, both are viable. Falcon plays Granger like just a like last season, like M3, you know? They play the Granger is still the most meta character in the game right now. Here we go, speaking of that, Naomi coming in with the stun, Death Sonata finding a lot of damage. Rosa, beautiful dash to dodge away from the damage.
If it goes like this, you can already see it's just now in the item check. Ken is
Yep.
already building towards the Hunter Strike very early on. If he gets that down, that's a lot of damage early for Ken, and there's no one on Incendio that can really sustain or soak in that damage. Remember, the Hunter Strike will basically add into Ken's mobility, getting more of that Rhapsody and getting the Death Sonata down easier.
Yep, and not only just that, Rosa is going for the late game route,
There
right?
you go.
Pulling
3 minutes.
out, yep, pulling out the clock, but it's going to be a emblem coming out just for show for now. Zipex goes for the mystery shop. You mentioned about Hunter Strike for Ken. I'm looking at the same for TNZ as well. Hunter Strike also killing spree, but here we go.
Here we go, Phantom Steed just to get away. TNZ, can he make a Yellow Flash into a Nimblance Blast? It's not going to connect for now, but TNZ taking low. Ken is the target, but he will find a reverse kill. Allen surviving 1 HP, not for long. Double kill to the side of Falcon.
4-0 start for Falcon, and Zipex
1v2.
On the bottom side, Zipex with the ultimate. Finding a lot of damage. Sunshine, 1 HP. But thank you for the blessing of Moon Goddess. He will survive for now.
It will go so bad if Apex 47 wasn't there. You can start to see this is the reason why the Costin Nest has been talking about Zipex carry. The key answer to a carry pick, and top side is already gone for Incendio.
a key answer to a 2v1. Remember, that wasn't just the carry 1v1ing, because if it was, you could say goodbye to Sunshine. But with Apex 47 baiting out the ultimate 2 now, it's Falcon who have the resource advantage coming into the second turtle of the game.
Here we go. TNZ looking for the ultimate anytime. But look at the Glue's position though, sneaking from behind. Quietly and softly, you know, like a Glue. You know, pretty noiseless, right? Pretty quiet. And here we go. The stun comes in. TNZ will have to dash away. The Phantom Steed comes out, looking for the damage, but will have to dash away for now. And the Falcon one more time. Wait! What is the turtle? What's going on? Rosa will steal the stuff away. And now, Mega Kill goes to Granger. Falcon looking to retaliate, finding anything they can. TNZ finding the kill. He will get the kill onto Naomi and equalize the fight. But at the same time, what a beautiful steal coming from Rosa.
Hippity hoppity, you are my property. It's not only applying to TNC, it's also applying to Rosa. What a crazy steal coming up from Incendio.
Oh, that was, I don't know what, I guess that was stellar, right? Oh my goodness gracious, what a steal. TNZ though, he is still the Lord Slayer. Rosa stole that one earlier, but rank number 1 and the highest Lord secured in M4 is TNZ with his incredible retribution. Rosa might follow through with that stat department though.
Yeah, one Lord for Rosa, but I mean, the biggest question is, among these 14, how many are stolen?
Oh, here we go. Nuance Blast. TNZ finds himself in trouble, but a flicker this time, and TNZ will have to dash away.
TNZ!
With 1 HP, he's able to get to safety. What a beautiful mechanic, and a little bit of miscalculation from Naomi on the flicker.
Uh-oh, misplays happening left and right. That's gonna definitely impact the confidence coming in. And you can see Falcon, I think if they were able to get the turtle and a few more kills on the board just now in that turtle fight, you would actually see Ken go for more damage instead of going for the brute force breastplate in the second item. Sure, it's still really good here. It gets some more defense plus also that movement speed, but At this point, with 4-0, let's see. I think he should have gone for more damage.
I feel like this is not the final form for the side Incendio. If you notice, Apex 47 has been babysitting Sunshine most of the time at the bottom lane. Another thing to also note is that Rosa is picking up the clock. Rosa is gonna slowly scale with the clock's destiny as time goes by. Falcon, on the other hand, their time is a little bit short. Yes, there's a Zipix at the last game, but Tianzi.
One more time, jumping in onto Naomi, who's taking very low, but here comes retaliation though. Numerous Blast will go wide for now. And now Zipix finding his way into the team fight. Damage is in. Ken looking for the Death Sonata, connecting one, but not the other two. And now Falcon looking to get away as Alien makes his entrance to the team fight. Yellow Flash on himself, isolated by the entire team. And Falcon now making a move onto the turtle.
All ultimates gone. My goodness, that was a brilliant fight with both teams disengaging. Falcon, though, will have a bit more pressure to play with around the turtle, starting it up first here. So Incendio needs to find a proper response. They need to be able to get that gap closer down towards Ken. If Ken is in that backline free hitting, it should be Falcon who wins.
Yeah, here we go. Look at that. Ken pulling the turtle away. But Alien, look at this position, and Rosa on the side. They're looking to flank the backline at any time. This is double trouble we're talking about. Speaking of double trouble, here's Tianzi coming in with the ultimate one more time. But yet, it's just a trade-off of skills. There's no casualty just yet, but Naomi's HP is worrisome.
Ultimates are coming back up online already. It's going to be Falcon as well. Oh, but here we go. They need to come into this
The
fight.
mask, and this is a full Falcon diving in. They find kill number one to Apex 47, who had nowhere to go. As Alien on the run, he will get away. But a turtle cannot, as Falcon will take this objective.
Beautiful execution by Falcon, baiting out that Phantom Steed first, looking to go for a team fight there, but it's all just a bait to bait out the resources. Ken, with no resources available from Incendio to actually dive into the back line, can get that Death Sonata easy. And that's the thing about Falcon's composition here. Ken doesn't even need to be close to the fight. All he needs to do is pop the Death Sonata from afar, and he does enough damage to zone Incendio away. If he targets it perfectly, he might even be able to assassinate some targets. And now you can see, carry, sure, Corrosion Scythe and that Golden Staff, but when you're being outranged this much and you're out-sustained by a Herod that can just constantly be in your face while not taking damage, the carry really struggles.
Not only just that, Brute Force Breastplate already built in before the side of this Granger. Need to prioritize on those defenses that if you notice the damage start to go down.
One more time, Tianzi jumping in. Naomi is the target. He'll be taken down first.
Yellow Flash.
As now Incendio fighting back. Look at Guangzhou. Death Sonata connecting onto Tianzi, who's taken down to one shred of health. Alien jumping in, but himself alone, and he will be quickly eliminated from the map. This is a 1v1 trade so far, and Falcon will move back to their side of the jungle.
I take any EXP laner for my Roamer any day. Not that, Roamer's life don't matter, but your sacrifice is valiant.
Very value. 0-2-0 Alien though, in terms of gold, not too value, but in terms of pressure on the map and getting Yellow Flash to a point where he's going to be ahead of Alien, very, very value. Now, Incendio, I think you're really starting to see that mid-game power spike for Apex 47. He's getting a lot of the healing done and sometimes even out-healing the damage coming from Falcon. So this is where Falcon really needs to allocate their damage properly. If they don't target the right targets.
Bomb side!
Solo kill!
The one-on-one! And Falcon take down the Supreme! Beautiful job from the Granger.
Revenge from game 2.
I feel like Falcon finally realized the way to counter the Leomord is in that Granger. Whenever the Leomord is charging towards you, he has to run in a straight line, and that's where you can land all your Rhapsody. You can land down, and that's MSCA modes. You can also land down your Death Sonata as well. It's going so well for Falcon, but at the same time, Falcon is on a timer. They need to end the game very quickly, and they know it. They're taking down turrets for now, and they're taking the First Lord.
Incendio are really struggling to find, a proper engage to lock down that back line because of how good Falcon's front to back really is. You can see here, Tianzi gets the Retribution down, secures the purple buff. But with the Lord marching, Falcon just wanted to actually, bait out the Retribution, use it to siege more turrets here. Alien's doing a very good job at actually clearing out that top lane. And Falcon, they're forced to group up with the team. That's how the composition is made for, right? What the composition was made for.
Guys, I haven't said Necklace of Durance for a long time.
One more time. Death Sonata connecting as devastation, disaster still for the side of Incendio. Falcon take the tower and kill as dessert.
Good wave manipulation. Now it's a slow push in that bottom lane. Yellow Flash jumping in.
Oh, Yellow Flash finding a split. Is it going to jump in? Not yet. The objective's pretty clear. They got a bottom high ground tower. And now it's Ken finding the poke, just a little bit of naughty in the base before they move on to the second high ground tower. The first one has already gone down. Falcon is controlling this map.
I like the fact that Ken, usually when he plays his Granger, he uses the Detonata to just poke as well, right? Not just dealing damage, but here in this case, there's no reason to poke with the SS on the enemy team. He holds on to that to actually execute the enemy members when they get back towards Apex 47, which is brilliant.
I think the most important thing about from side Falcon, yes, that's a concealed play by Naomi, trying to look for some form of pickup right there. The mid lane turret is slowly crashing in. Yellow flash, creating a lot of space for Falcon to basically allow them to take the mid lane, but same thing. I like the itemization coming up from Justin, but Tienzi.
This is brutal. Tienzi jumping in, find himself on the glue, but you know, that's not a target you really want to go to, and Tienzi was like, ew, this is too ugly. He walked away. So
I like that, right? He just looks at glue, nah, you're ugly. I'm gonna run back on my horse to get away as fast as possible, man. But this composition for Falcon, it's built to siege. You can see so much zoning, so much range. Incendio, how do they even look for a fight here? The poke comes in.
The Death Tsunada comes out, just a little bit of damage. Alien found himself isolated, have to dash away, but the last remaining tower will be taken out. Falcon looking to end the game and take us to game 5. Here we go. A little bit more poke. All right, they back away.
I feel like Falcon is not respecting the damage coming out from Rosa. Usually in my ranked games, I don't know. I don't know whether to compare my ranked games and M4, but usually when you see a Kagura Umbrella, you stay the hell away from it. But Falcon, they ignore it. They know the Rosa doesn't really have that much damage as of now, and they're taking advantage of that.
Exactly, I'll tell you why. It's just no damage, because if you look at the itemization from Falcon, there's not even a lot of magical defense, right? There's just one Athena there for Naomi, but if you look at the Kakura, just no damage. Genius Wand and the Clock of Destiny is all he has.
Yeah, no damage gaming is not the word I want to describe Team Falcon. They're packed with damage. Alien will have to get away, but Yellow Flash in the front, split. Can't quite find the target just yet. And now they will move away, but remember, the Enhanced Lord is already born onto the Land of Dawn. Is Falcon making the move?
Lots of ultimates already being expended by both of these two teams. Falcon does have the Lord advantage for now. This is going to be how Apex Zipix standing down.
Oh, here we go. Zipix, the only people away. They find Leo. They have the Super Sense. No, Leo is trying to steal the Lord away. Remember, this guy is the #1 Lord slaying on the map. You gotta respect the number to the line. Here we go, though. Monster kill goes on Ken. Falcon is unstoppable, and now they're gonna take on the Lord to solidify the control over this game. And speaking of that, in the mid lane is Alien being taken, is Tienzi being taken down.
10,000 gold lead, and it just seems like we are gonna get that final game in the series. Now Sunshine zoned away. Oh no, he's out of the base.
Oh, Sunshine.
Wrong way. That's not where you should go home.
Oh, here comes Numinous Blast connecting onto one. The Death Tsunada will find the kill as Falcon claim the base. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to game 5.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the fans asked for it. We're going to go into game number 5. It is Incendio pulling out the Ube strat, which Falcon extremely knows how to handle. And surprisingly, they're allowing Falcon to just take it away.
What an incredible draft from Falcon Esports in game number 4. We saw an incredible draft from